call this place our living room, but the fact of the matter is it's everybody's living room here. We all hang out here, we're all a family here, we all look out for each other, we're all friends with each other, we all love each other. And Dave and Patty, of course, were part of that family. So we're gonna have an evening of remembrance, and we're also going to have an evening of celebration and music, because that's what Dave and Patty love to do, right? So we're going to have Nick come up and say a few words. Thank you all for being here. God bless everybody. You know, we got to continue to love each other, continue to look out for each other, because we really are a family, man, right? All right, so I'm going to turn the microphone over to Nick. Have a beautiful evening. Again, thanks for being here.
A little tall for me. Honestly, I haven't even put any thought in what I'm going to say, because it's just way too many emotions. Obviously, you can see what Dave meant to everybody, and a lot of people in here only met him one time. I appreciate everybody being here. Obviously, we had an unfortunate accident, but it was his number was up, and God needed him. He fulfilled his destiny here, and that's what I believe. So I know a lot of us do believe that. Dave's parents are in from Philly. Wonderful people. I luckily had a chance to meet them before and spend time with them. I've got a lot of friends, a lot of people know that, but I don't let people get very close to me. This guy was a part of me. He really was. In a short amount of time. I didn't know him a really long time, but he touched me more than anybody ever. He's going to be missed. Honestly, it's going to be very difficult. I think I've spent every weekend with him, I don't know how many months now. I mean, 9 months probably every single weekend. I got very close to him. But I just living his memories of, he was, I could just go on and on about this guy. You know, he has something that a lot of us lose, and it's like that childlike excitement about everything. He was excited about everything. People, I see Brian smiling, right? The moment you met him, he was just that kind of guy. He was excited about everything. I don't care if it was that damn brick we bought at the Pioneer Saloon. He was so excited about that stupid brick that I got that brick, by the way, and I'm putting it in that Centennial wall when they built it. Luckily, his parents and his daughter Amanda allowed me to take it.
Nick, you're doing good.
Thank you.
Doing good.
I was talking about excitement, but his excitement, his enthusiasm, and he was proud of everything. No matter what it was, he was very proud of everything in his life. He was very proud of his daughter. He loved her very much. He was proud of his family. He was proud. I mean, and if he met you one time and he knew you were a good person, he wouldn't stop talking about you, because he fell in love with you. And I tell people, when he said the word love, it was real. It wasn't just a word like a lot of us. He really meant it with his whole being as a human being. It was deeper than you can imagine. I mean, this stuff's always difficult, but I always take comfort in I believe in God, and I always have. I got a little angry at him the other night for the first time. I never do that. But Dave was he very much loved God. The conversation we talked about a lot, and I know he's happy. I know he's with him. Obviously, I was one of the few people that saw him at the last moment, and I mean the smile on his face was. Luckily, I can't get it out of my head, and I didn't realize until I got home that he looked at peace. I mean, the peacefulness in his face was just unforgettable. And I will always remember that. That's something that will comfort me, at least, and the people I tell. Like his daughter even asked me, because it made a big deal to her to know that he had a smile on his face. He did. He's happy. He had a good life, but he's still at a better place. He loved this place. When I say loved, he emphasized that word. He loved Vamp. He loved coming here. He loved Zito and Tofield and Danny and everybody. He meant it, in his heart deeply. That's why we're here. Thank, to the Vamp's crew and Count and everybody for allowing us to do this here, and Jackie and Stoney for everybody. I mean, I'm not going to say names, but I'm going to forget somebody, and I don't want to do that. Everybody helped us. make this happen. By the time we got to the hospital to see Patty, there was people already rolling in as we were rolling in. And I think that we probably at one time probably had about 70 people there just to find out what happened. They didn't know what happened. They were there for all of us, including Patty. The whole Zito crew showed up, and we went back in the chapel after already being in there for probably 3 hours, and we said a prayer, and more people spoke. And I just have to thank everybody for the countless phone calls, text messages, Facebook messages, and you're lucky that you did get a chance to meet Dave, because he obviously affected everybody for some reason. He would be standing here right now. He affected everybody in a very positive way. This world is it's a much better place having Dave. And I'm a much better person, you know, having him as a friend. It was an honor for him to call me his friend and his brother. Rather than, you know, mourning, we just have to celebrate his life, because that's what he would have wanted. You know, he's not. He's mad that he's not here, but he's happy that we're all here.
He's here, man.
He's here.
Yeah. Within all of us. So there was a lot of us there that night when this tragedy happened, and you know, thank God he had all that love there. I don't even know what else to say. He loved everybody. I mean, I introduced him to, like with Brian, for instance. It's just funny the stuff Brian said. He was so excited, you know. Like Mark, my buddy Mark, that does our tattoos and stuff. Dave met him, and they couldn't stop talking about him. It's just, he meets good people, and the love he has is unbelievable.
And he was a picture whore.
He was a picture whore, and I'm glad that he was. Like I brought him the other night, Charlie was always like, "Get that camera out of my face." But and I'm not a camera guy. I'm not that guy. But it was awesome. It was awesome that he did. I've never been a picture guy. I wish I was. I've always said that. He just loved taking pictures.
Group shots.
Tons and tons. And there's days, Monday morning, I all of a sudden see Dave Sabatino tagged you in 76 photos.
Okay, most of them were of your backside, but
or his tongue trying to go in my mouth. Something. The only guy who's read his tongue in my mouth. I was trying to shove it out with my tongue. I saw the story. Darren's like, "Next time, bite it." And I did. It didn't even stop it. I never felt love for definitely a man like I did for this guy. So we had a lot of great rides. We rode to Zion, rode to Hualapai Mountain with my friends right here. They came with these guys from Boulder City tonight. Oh shit. Was that mine?
yeah.
But we had a lot of amazing rides, and I'm bummed out because we had a lot more things planned. But that's just life, you know. It's he loved to cook for us. I don't know how to cook. He loved to cook for us. He made
Goldfish.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Then I'll get off here and I'll let other people speak. But we all went over there and had a great meal. He made us this great lasagna dinner. I don't know who taught him how to cook. It must have been his mom. But it was unbelievable. He takes care of the dish. He serves this. He'd always do this funny thing. He'd open my beer and he'd look at me and he'd go, right? All the time. Like, here, brother, I'm going to beer for you. We had a great meal. We went over to Brian's house, our Mita's birthday party. Had a great time over there. I totally forgot about that. But I guess we ate some. Did we eat those goldfish? I forgot, but they said we could eat one goldfish. Oh, I forgot. Did we eat some? Darren, did we? Yeah! There you go. I think we did. I totally forgot about that. But that's what we did. We ate goldfish. Whatever we could do. But we did. We had an amazing Last Supper. We couldn't have had a better night. I mean, my mom and Jim were there, and Joyce was there, and Tom, and we had Darren and Ray and Tanya, and we had an amazing night. We did, I guess. At least he had something great to go out on. And it's hard to say, but you know, it's like we always talk about. We'd rather go slide into that grave than being carried in. We lived hard, we loved hard, we worked hard. I mean, there were some couple nights I'm surprised we made it home, and it's like, well, we got to stop this stuff. And I just got fortune. We don't want to talk about that now. But it wasn't what it was all about. It was all about good, the love that he presented and represented and projected on everybody. He had it for everybody. I don't know. I'm gonna miss him. He's definitely my brother. I've come to terms with it, and I don't know. He's the only person I've ever looked forward. I guess I can say the only guy, but somebody I was really excited to see all the time because it was just the energy he brought me. It was just. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and end this, I guess, because I can't honor him no matter how hard I try. But at least I've got a few things to say.
Just do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. One of the first things he said to me, because everybody looked like Randy Savage, he said, "Let me tell you something, brother." Right?
Bend over, I'll show you. Guys, you know what? I can just say, shit, for real. How much love is in this room tonight?
You hear him point that mic.
I mean, for real, guys. It's seriously. You know what? Dave would have wanted this. He's with us tonight. Both places. What a beautiful man. What a beautiful man. I never found a mean bone in that man's body, ever. Ever, ever, ever. And that's why we all connected. You know what? The only thing I can say is, you know what? We had such a great night. We had a beautiful dinner. We had beautiful conversations. It was just, there's a lot of deep, some of that I'm going to keep. But you know what? In the same thing, we just, I was with him. We were all with him. Some of us when he went. And you know what? It's just parts of life that sometimes we got to accept and be there. I was really honored to be a part of that. I was honored to be a part of his life. I mean, we barbecued every weekend. It was no holds bar on the grill when we went and barbecued. We had a good time all the way down to Stormy the Cat. It was just, and you'll see that later on the slideshow, so you'll know what I'm saying. But you know what, guys? I know Dave is here tonight. I know he is. He's amongst all of us. He's seeing this, he's loving this, and he couldn't be more honored either. I'm being here, This man was a very beautiful part of our life, and he always will be a very beautiful part.
Dave and Patty, they came into my life, and they turned it around. Dave was such a great guy. I just don't know what else to say. So I pulled some quotes that he had on his Facebook page that I wanted to read, and this was just Dave. My new look on life is to go out every day and make the best of life. You should always enjoy your life and never take anything for granted. I love my life now because I have peace of mind and I'm not going to let stress and heartache bring me down. Enjoy your life every day as it comes because life is beautiful. Have a great day. And then he wrote, the right person at the right time makes it all worth the while. I'm at the age now where I'm not going to let the bullshit get me down. I moved to Vegas to enjoy life every day and take the bullshit as it comes. Life is too short to be unhappy and not living the way you would like to. Live life happy and be happy with yourself. He wrote a comment back on October 15th that just hits home. It says, "You know what's crazy is the fun living in Vegas never stops. Thank God for the weekdays because it gives us time to regroup and then pick up from where we left off. Now don't get me wrong, we all have a great time no matter where we are, who we're with, or where we live. But let's face it, people, from what you see here every week, we are everywhere, and let's face it, you can live where you want and hang with who you want and what want and go anywhere. I'm doing it right and where it's right for me. Life is way too short to not live it to the fullest, and don't look back and say, I should have or could have done this or that. Follow your heart and trust your feelings because that's what I do every day from the heart." Dave brought so much to everybody's lives. He was my best friend, him and Patty. And every weekend we would get up every morning and Nick would say, "Dr. Patty, what are we doing today? What ride are we going on? Call them." One of the things that Nick and Dave shared was a cross wall. They both have cross walls in their homes. And today, Amanda let me take a cross for Nick. And I want to give it to you. From Dave Wall. And I know what it means to you. And you know that I love you. Something that they shared. We needed something for his wall.
Thanks, Amanda. I don't know what you would say.
Please just remember him. He lived life to the fullest. We all loved him.
It's beautiful.
And I know our hearts will never be the same. And say a prayer for Patty because she's got to pull through.
Flying on angels' wings. Gone now but not forgotten, forever in our dreams. Every day the sun shines for you. Every day the roads are dry. The straights go on forever. The bends are as you dream. There are no more pains. There are no more worries. You will be there at every party. You will take part in every race. You will stand there on the podium. You will race with the stars. You will ride upon God's pillion. And if angels ride on Harleys, then you will surely travel far on earth. You were my brother, and now you are a star. So glide on heaven's highway and leave the train up front. One day you will be waiting, and together we will ride once more again as brothers. The white line, side by side.
They introduced me to Dave, of course. I came in one night, and she's like, "This is my new boyfriend." And he was so wonderful and so cool, and I'm like, "You did? Wow. This is an awesome deal." Then they introduced me to your group. The group had fun every weekend. We had a ball. Dave has the most loving heart. Touched my heart. Touched my heart very deeply. And you know what love really is. and you know how to love your life, and you enjoy your life. When he said, your family, don't worry about it. You know, we're all couples and this and that, but it doesn't matter. Your family, and you better be here. And they helped me move rocks out of my backyard. Insane. My love goes out to his parents. My strength, all of us here, our strength is huge. And we love him very much. He touched me, he's touched everybody. So did Patty. Love him, and I hope he rests so calmly and so lovingly, and he will, and he'll give it to all of us. That's how he was.
I just wanted to say that I love Dave very, very much. He's somebody that the minute you met him, he touched your soul, your heart. He loved deeply, he loved everybody, and he loved you the instant he met you. And I thank his family so very much for including me in today. Appreciate that. And I just wanted to say that he is what pure love is. He loved you purely and deeply, and you knew it. Every time you saw him, you had your hug, you had your kiss, because you loved you, and you knew it. And I just love him so much. I miss him. And thank you so much for including me today. I love you guys.
Hello, everybody. I met Dave and Patty about a year and a half ago, and I feel like I had to say something because maybe I'm one of the newest friends that he had. But the first time that I met them both, they gave me so much love and so much friendship that was very strong from the first day. And I will never forget, because I'm kind of the Latino macho guy that they think that I am. And they came and said, you know what? You always allow all these girls and everything, but I'm gonna have the honor to kiss you on the lips. And he grabbed me and kissed me right on the lips. That was Dave. And from that day on, every time we see each other, he kissed me on the lips in front of everybody. And when we were there last Saturday, I hate to say this, but somehow he came, hugged, kissed me on the lips, but he wanted Nick to see that. And then he came and said, Nick, you didn't see the kiss I gave to Caesar. So Nick turned around and then he gave me this big kiss with tongue and everything. And that's the first time a man ever kissed me French. But anyway, I just want to say something because I actually know about 90% of the people here. And I think that 100% of you guys knew Dave and loved him, know as much as he loved us. I can say that. I mean, Dave was such a loving guy. And you know what, it took me about 3 or 4 days to just really accept that I saw him walking out that door after he gave me a wet kiss and say, I see you at the concert we see at 77. And anyway, the main thing I wanted to say and end with this, I've been visiting Patty every day and she's improving every single day. I'm praying with her and I'm reading the Bible to her every morning and she's doing a lot better. But in the name of all of us that love them both, I promise that I will be there every morning and every afternoon until I walk out hand in hand with Patty out of that hospital. Let's live out the way that they would like us to be: happy, full of life, full of love, loving each other and everyone. Driving a motorcycle, a car, or even walking. Just be careful because we all love you, we all miss you if anything happened to any one of you. Thank you for the venue, our home. I think it's our home. And what better place to say goodbye for now today than in this place. Cheers for Dave and Patty and their family. Love you all. God bless you guys.
I'm somebody's parent, And I can't imagine what Dave's parents are going through. But Dave's parents are here, they're here from Pennsylvania, and they're taking Dave home. But they're here and they would like to say a few words to everybody here, okay?
I'm Dave's dad. I just want to say, first, let me thank the special group of friends that put this together tonight, and all his friends that are here and from US Air. When he worked with you, he was your friend, and you knew it. Dave loved all of you. I can't thank you all for coming. When we got here on the plane, either my daughter, my granddaughter, or my wife said, I'd love to have a memorial service for Dave while we're here. And no way could I put anything like that together. We were so involved between, well, let's get back. And then these two come up and tell me, and it's what we wished for. But let me tell you, David loved Vegas. You have no idea how much he loved Vegas. And the thing he loved the most was going on his bike for a ride with all his friends. That's what he looked forward to all the time, going for a ride with the guys, and he would tell me and call me and all that. I would like to ask everybody, maybe tomorrow if you're walking around, crossing the street, you get a second, would you please say a prayer for David and Patty, just for a second? And I would appreciate that very much, and I want to thank everybody for what you're saying about Dave and what you're doing, and I apologize for being so shaky, but he loved everybody, and he loved these group of friends like you can't believe, all of you. I was worried when he came out here this time to live, and I'm the kind of guy that looks into stuff. And then one night these guys were over at the house, and I looked them all in the eye, and they looked me in the eye, and they were up front, and I knew his back was covered. I went home without worrying anymore. My wife and I said, you know what? He's got family here, and that's what I consider these people and all you people. Family, and I got to get out of here, I'm sorry.
David's mom, Mary. I would really, from the bottom of my heart, want to thank all David's friends. You were an extension of his family. US Air, I cannot describe how they treated us. Just wonderful. I mean, just all the employees that have been here, his bosses. You don't know what that means to us. David was the third of 4 children. And my daughter said, Mom, my oldest son, Kevin was the quiet one. She was the moody one. The youngest one was the bad one, but David was always the good son. David was a good son. David would say to me when he would call, Mom, I love my life. I love my friends. I love where I'm living. I love my job. And he did. He did. And I just can't say anything more about him. I'm going to miss him. We saw him today, and I would tell you I was a little apprehensive, and he just looked like he was sleeping. In fact, I kept saying, David, get the hell up. Get up, David. What are you doing? But he just looked so in peace, and I'll tell you, we're having a viewing at home Sunday night. Really not looking forward to it because he had, you see your friends here, he has about 5 times the amount at home. And everybody loved David. In fact, I'm going to miss when he would call me, never call me Mom, call me Mayor. Mayor, and I'd say Dave. Only when something was serious, then it would be Mom. And I knew something was serious, and I'll tell you, Saturday night was like a nightmare, and I wish somebody would wake me up because I know this is a bad dream. But thank everybody, thank all his friends. You are an extension of his family, and I thank you for your friendship to him and your love. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
I'm David's older sister and his only sister. David taught me how to drive stick shift because my dad yelled at me too much.
Your dad said he would drive. I know this.
Clutch, brake, clutch. And I would just snap out. And David was so calm, and he would, you know, he got me through it. And you know, he was so kind and generous. I mean, he'd give him.
How you tortured him, you and Kevin, your brother.
My brother had a nickname.
What? You're not allowed to say his name was Shake.
His name was Shake because he was always so shaky because we would torture him. When he was about 6, he had some warm tea, and my brother and I put hot pepper in it, and he kept pouring milk in it, saying it was so hot, and we were just laughing. And his daughter's here, Amanda, and she said to me one day, "Aunt Stephanie, why do you call my dad Shake?" And I said, "Well, because we make him shake all the time, you know, because we just torture him."
Make him nervous.
Yeah, all the time, all the time. But I just, you know, I wish I had this many friends that love me. I mean, to see this outpouring of love. And as my mom said, the people from US Air have been unbelievable. I just, to be in this horrible situation and to have everybody reach out and just comfort us. I mean, from the minute we got to the airport, we were just felt the love. And David's friends, oh my gosh, are just like that. They are family.
The minute we hit the ground, these guys, personal friends, picked us up, drove us all over, would not let us do anything unless they took us. And you don't know how much I appreciate that because I drive terrible. My wife and daughter won't run.
That's why we drove, I heard.
They came and picked us up and drove us to.
They cocooned us. Everybody, the people from US Air, they just gave us a cocoon of love. And I just want to say thank you. And he's going to be missed. And you know, Amanda's very shy, but I know that she misses her dad dearly. And you know, Amanda, you know, your dad loved life, and he lived to the fullest. And I'd say no regrets. You know, no regrets. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
I do want to say that you know, when Dave met Patty, oh my gosh, they just, I mean, talk about soulmates.
They completely.
I have never seen him so happy as he was with Patty.
They were one.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, please pray for Patty.
Hi, everybody. Well, if Missy know him, he's probably mentioned me more than once. I don't know where to start. My dad was a character. He loved this place a lot. This is all I ever talked about. Talked about his friends all the time. I would look at his Facebook pictures and be like, "You're doing more than I'm doing. Having a better time." But I don't think I'll ever forget the night I ran out time you called me and I called my grandparents. And that was the night that I lost my best friend. But I'm glad that Nick and Darren were here and everybody was here. And he really loved you guys. And I'm gonna miss him. And this week, these next 2 weeks are gonna be the hardest thing I'll ever have to do. But I'll get through it. And I know he's watching me and everybody else. And I'm here with everybody. And I just want to say thank you for everybody for coming out and being there with him. And guys, for being there when you But thank you so much, and I hope everybody has a good time tonight in memory of my dad. Thank you all.
All right.
Lord, I do. And please keep Continue to send your prayers out and thoughts for Dave. Please for Patty for a full recovery. This room here is shown tonight, man. The love Dave generated is just beautiful. He's just a beautiful man. Still is. He's here in our heart and our soul. Love you, Dave. Please keep Patty in your prayers.
This is Pat from US Air. And he'd like to say something about his brother. We worked with them all. When you come up, guys, come on. These are guys that spent every day a routine with their brother. Fortunately, we got him for the weekend, but
first thing is a disclaimer, this is not an official US Air. We knew Dave for about 3 years when he transferred out to Phoenix. And we were old America West people. And he was a US Air person. And he wanted to move closer to home and spend more time here. And with flights, it was easier to be home. So he moved out and he parked his RV in the bottom parking lot, which wasn't allowed. But Dave was the type of person he met everybody, and he met the security guards, and they kind of turned a blind eye. And that's where he lived. And Dave liked everybody, but he was a US Air person. So he kind of cut the bridge with another good friend of ours, Bob, and they're now together riding.
Met Matt a long time ago. I knew he was a great guy, and then all of a sudden I met Dave. it was infectious. I don't even need to tell you what it is because he's touched every one of you the same way he touched me, Pat, and all our friends. We hit it off immediately. He kept going, I want you to come out and meet my friends. We gotta go to this bar I go to. And I was excited about it, and he goes, look at my Facebook. And we kept looking, both of us. I'm a little different on Facebook. On Thanksgiving weekend, we don't have a game. Is it all right if I come out? Absolutely. He goes, I gotta work Thursday night and Friday night, and then we can fly out together. I go, you can stay at my place. Because he was like standing guard every night.
We all had open rooms to
Exactly. We didn't
when
care.
it came to Vegas, it's better than getting confident. Like, Caesar's Palace, Dave's place was always open.
He's absolutely unique opportunity to be Dave's manager. And even though I have short hair, I have no tattoos, the closest I ever have to a motorcycle is a go-pin. But that didn't matter to Dave. I felt Dave was truly, truly my friend. We would come into the office and we'd sit and we would talk, and he would tell me how much he loved Las Vegas. And every day at crew briefing, he would work his shifts so he could work. He would do a bunch of trades with guys so he could spend as much time as he could here in Vegas. And every day at crew briefing, when he'd come back on his Monday, Dave would come in and it'd be a big show because Dave would tell us about all these crazy adventures that he had in Vegas. In the beginning, we're kind of like, oh yeah, sure, no one can have this many good stories. And then, but after seeing all of you guys here, I know that every one of those stories was absolutely true. Dave loved all of you guys. Dave loved US Air. Dave loved life. Dave loved everything and everybody. I never heard Dave ever say a bad word about anybody ever. I've known him for 2 years. I got the opportunity to work with him at US Airways. And he's just the most awesome, kindest, loving person that I've ever met. And I'm honored to become his friend. Thank you.
Okay, we want to remind everybody to please keep Patty in your thoughts and prayers. And I want to introduce to you Patty's brother and Patty's cousin.
Hello everyone, my name is Lisa, and Patty's my cousin, and this is her brother Joseph. We know this is a memorial for David, and also a celebration for his life, and we just wanted to say that how much we appreciate all of you, your prayers, your support for my cousin, Pat, and thank you. And I never got a chance to meet David, but from what I hear, we love my cousin very much. She had a rough life, you know, and she finally found someone to love her. And I look at his picture while all of you were talking, and I feel him. I'm like, oh my God, you love my cousin. I wish I could hug you and say thank you. And our mom, my mom and her mom, died a month apart from each other when we were kids. So Patty and I and my younger brother grew up together. We were like sisters, and you know how sisters are. And but I was always like, even though I am much taller than her, I was still like a big sister, even though she's just a little older than me. And so we were at the hospital, and so many of you, thank you so much for coming to the hospital and praying. And Caesar, what you said, it's beautiful, about going there every morning and praying for my cousin until she can come home. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and to David's family. I can't even imagine what you're going through right now. I mean, I can, because we're like, oh my God, you know, we're going to be doing this for Pat now? But I don't think so. And whoever brought the picture of David and Patty to the hospital, when I go, I put the picture on her heart, with him facing on her heart. Because I'm not going to tell her that he's gone. I just tell her, David's here, and he wants you to get better because he loves you. And he told me to tell you this. In her heart, the blood pressure will rise here and there, a little tear. So I know she hears us, and I think now that she knows that her animals are okay and being taken care of, she can rest now and get better and come back to us so we can love her again like we do. Thank you.
My name is Joe, Patty's brother. I just want to say, the first moment I got to Vegas, nothing but love from everybody, from my second family. And I appreciate what everybody has done for her, care for her. I mean, I'm back in New York, and I worry about Pat being out in Vegas by herself. And now I know she has family and friends that love her and care for her. And it just makes me so happy. And Dave, I love you, man. I only known you a short time. I met you for like a week. And you showed me nothing but love. You welcomed me into your home. You took care of my sister. And I always will love you for that. Rest in peace, Dave. I love you, man.
I work at U.S. Airways. Spent a lot of time with Dave. We worked together. And the guy that inherited his cat. I can't really say a lot about Dave because everybody here, you've already done it. You've said everything that anybody could really walk up here and say about Dave. I can say this. When I met Dave, I felt something from this guy that he was just, you felt strength from him, a warmth, something weird. Let me put it in a sense. His parents said that they had their kids. You had the one that's the problem child, you had the one that's the medium, and the one that's the good kid, okay? That's a kid that God put angels wings on. God put a set of wings on Dave. Dave was one of his angels. He brought him here, he came here, and he did what God wanted him to do. He came here and he touched all you guys' hearts. He loved all you guys, he brought everybody together, and he shared love. He shared togetherness. Everything that what you really want humanity to be, Dave brought all that around.
Plans for life.
appreciate it. We are now entering into the celebration of Dave's life. We fucking love Dave. Dave is with us for the rest of our lives, guys. And here's the thing. On stage, everybody that was there with Dave when he left our life and entered to the other is on stage tonight. You know what? That's how much love this man had. Still has. God bless you, Dave. We love you.
Never time,